Rinne Sharingan. This is a kekkei mōra, a type of bloodline ability that goes beyond even kekkei genkai. It's the origin of both the Sharingan and the Rinnegan. It was first possessed by Kaguya Ōtsutsuki, the mother of chakra, after she ate the chakra fruit from the god tree. The power of the Rinne Sharingan is undeniable. First, it allows the user to cast the Infinite Tsukuyomi, a global genjutsu that can trap all of humanity in an eternal dream by reflecting light off the moon. Its space-time abilities are also on another level, making techniques like Sasuke's Amenotejikara or Obito's Kamui look like beginner moves. With it, users like Kaguya can freely travel between different dimensions, from dry deserts to erupting volcanoes. But every great power has its cost. The biggest weakness is that it needs an enormous amount of chakra on a godlike scale to activate and maintain. That's why only Kaguya, the originator of chakra, and Madara, after becoming the 10 Tails Jinchuriki and absorbing the God Tree, were able to awaken it. Plus, using it constantly can drain even the strongest user, which Team 7 took advantage of to defeat Kaguya. When people debate the strongest dojutsu, the Rinne Sharingan stands at the top in terms of scale and impact. While the Rinnegan can bring people back to life, and the Manekio Sharingan can summon black flames that never go out, the Rinne Sharingan can reshape reality itself on a cosmic level.
Hey guys, if you're still watching, that means you're a true Naruto fan. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of this journey. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and drop a comment to let us know what you think. Your support is what keeps this channel going. Now,
Rinnegan. This eye is a symbol of ancient power, directly linked to the Sage of Six Paths, Kaguya Ōtsutsuki. Imagine having eyes that can control gravity, pull out souls, and even create miniature satellites. Chibaku Tensei. That's the terrifying power the Rinnegan gives its user. But not just anyone can awaken this rare ability. The Rinnegan requires a mix of two powerful chakra lineages, Indra, ancestor of the Uchiha clan, and Asura, ancestor of the Senju clan. That's why Madara Uchiha had to implant Hashirama's cells into his body and wait decades before finally awakening the Rinnegan. Sasuke Uchiha was luckier. He received chakra directly from Hagoromo and awakened a special Rinnegan with 6 tomo. The biggest downside? It consumes an insane amount of chakra, so much that it can drain the user's life force. Just look at Nagato, thin, weak, and worn out after using it. The core strength of the Rinnegan lies in the 6 paths techniques, 6 abilities based on the concept of reincarnation. From the Diva path, which can push and pull anything, to the Naraka path, which can summon the King of Hell to interrogate and revive people. The scary part is that a Rinnegan user doesn't have to choose just one. They can use all 6 abilities in battle, and that's just the basic stuff. Sasuke also developed a unique power called Amenotejikara, which lets him switch places instantly. We also have to mention the Gold Rinnegan. It first appeared when Momoshiki Ōtsutsuki absorbed Kinshiki Ōtsutsuki. At first, Momoshiki had red Rinnegan in his palms, but after absorbing Kinshiki, they turned gold, and a third golden Rinnegan appeared on his forehead. Sheringan. The Sheringan is the legendary kekkei genkai of the Uchiha clan. Its origin traces back to Indra Ōtsutsuki, who inherited chakra from Hagoromo and Kaguya. What's interesting is that this eye only awakens when an Uchiha experiences a strong emotional shock, usually related to someone they love. This connects to the Uchiha clan's infamous Curse of Hatred. It starts with just 1 tomo, and evolves up to 3 as the user experiences intense emotions or trains hard. This makes it very different from the Bakugan, which is inherited at birth, and the Rinnegan, which needs special chakra to awaken. Uchiha users like Itachi, Sasuke, and Obito have shown just how powerful the Sheringan can be. Itachi used genjutsu to beat Orochimaru in seconds. Sasuke mastered reading movements in high-stakes battles. And even non-Uchiha like Kakashi made full use of the Sharingan's power, earning him the title Copy Ninja. The core strengths of the Sharingan are 4 main abilities. 1. Predicting movements with amazing accuracy. 2. Copying most ninjutsu and taijutsu. 3. Casting powerful genjutsu. 4. Seeing chakra flow. These abilities give the user a big advantage in close combat. But of course, there are limits. The biggest weakness is how much chakra it uses, especially for those who aren't born Uchiha. Kakashi is the perfect example. He had to keep his Sharingan covered when not using it to save energy. Also, it can't copy kekkei genkai techniques, and its genjutsu can be broken by ninja with strong willpower. The Sharingan isn't just a powerful combat tool. It's also the base for even stronger dojutsu, like the Manekio Sharingan and the Rinnegan. Manekio Sharingan. This is the evolved form of the basic Sharingan. What makes the Manekio Sharingan so special is how it awakens. First, you need to already have the regular Sharingan. Then, after going through intense emotional trauma, usually the loss of someone you deeply care about, it can be awakened. In short, the Manekio only appears when your heart is truly broken. Itachi awakened his after the death of Shisui. Sasuke got his after learning the painful truth about his brother. Every Manekio has a unique design, like a personal mark of the user's sorrow. While we see many Uchiha with the Manekio Sharingan in the story, in reality, it's not easy to awaken at all. For example, in Fugaku's generation, he was the only one who had it, and with it he was considered a ninja at Kage level. The Manekio gives access to extremely powerful and destructive abilities. Amaterasu, black flames that burn anything until it's completely destroyed. Tsukuyomi, a terrifying genjutsu that can mentally torture someone in seconds. Kamui, a space warping ability that lets you teleport things or even yourself. In general, each user has their own unique power, but one of the most iconic abilities is Susanoo, a giant armored chakra warrior that acts as both offense and defense. It's nearly unstoppable and perfect for large-scale battles. Just think of Madara fighting the entire allied shinobi forces alone, or Sasuke going toe-to-toe with Naruto in the final valley. But this power comes with a heavy cost. Every time a Manekio is used, the user slowly loses their vision, eventually becoming completely blind. Sasuke, Itachi, and even Madara all faced this side effect. Only Obito avoided blindness, thanks to having first Hokage cells implanted in his body. Compared to other dojutsu, the Manekio stands out for its variety. Each person has different powers and immediate destructive strength. However, it falls behind the Rinnegan in terms of range and impact, and it's slower than the Kokugan when it comes to speed. Eternal Manekio Sharingan. The Eternal Manekio Sharingan is the final evolution of the Uchiha clan's legendary dojutsu. This blood-red eye goes beyond the deadly curse of blindness that comes with a regular Manekio. It can only be awakened by transplanting the Manekio Sharingan of a close blood relative, usually between siblings. Once awakened, the eye's design becomes a mix of both users' original patterns. In Naruto's history, only 2 shinobi ever awakened this powerful version. Madara Uchiha was the first, gaining it after implanting the eyes of his younger brother, Izuna. This transformed his star-shaped Manekio into something far stronger. Many years later, Sasuke followed the same path by receiving Itachi's eyes, and with this power, he helped shape the outcome of the Fourth Great Ninja War. The biggest strength of the Eternal Mangekyō is its permanence. Users can activate devastating abilities like the perfect Susanoo, enhanced Amaterasu, and precise genjutsu without the risk of losing their vision. Madara showed this power by slicing mountains with his perfect Susanoo, while Sasuke gained full control over his black flames, shaping and adjusting them at will. This evolution removes the biggest weakness of the original Mangekyō, while making its powers even more dangerous. Bakugan. Bakugan, the trademark of the Hyuga clan, is one of the oldest and most powerful dojutsu in the Naruto world. It comes from the bloodline of Kaguya Ōtsutsuki and is a kekkei genkai that members of the clan are born with. This gives it a unique strength. It's stable and doesn't rely on emotional triggers. But that also means it has limited potential to evolve compared to other dojutsu. The core abilities of the Bakugan are very impressive. It gives almost full 360-degree vision with just one small blind spot, can see through objects, detect chakra, and spot individual tenketsu points in the body. Its long-distance vision can reach several kilometers. When combined with Gentle Fist, it becomes a deadly weapon. Users like Neji and Hinata can shut down an opponent's chakra flow with just a light touch. Usually, any member of the Hyuga clan naturally has the Bakugan. One rare exception is Himawari Uzumaki. She awakened her Bakugan for the first time in a moment of anger, and was able to knock out the 7th Hokage, her own father, with a single hit. Tenseigan. The Tenseigan is one of the rarest and most powerful dojutsu in the Naruto universe, appearing only in the last Naruto, the movie. It's the perfect fusion of two legendary bloodlines, the chakra of the Ōtsutsuki clan and the Bakugan of the Hyuga clan. Its power is considered god level, putting it on the same tier as the Rinnegan and Manekio Sharingan. Awakening the Tenseigan is extremely difficult and painful. It requires an Ōtsutsuki clan member to implant a Hyuga's Bakugan into their body. Then, they must go through a transformation process that takes a while and causes intense pain. Because of these strict conditions, the Tenseigan is incredibly rare. Toneri Ōtsutsuki is the only known person to have ever awakened it. Its reliance on physically combining the two bloodlines makes it feel like a forgotten treasure of the Ōtsutsuki legacy. The power of the Tenseigan is amazing. When the user activates Tenseigan chakra mode, they're surrounded by a bright blue chakra aura that boosts strength, speed, and defense. Toneri was even able to fight on equal ground with Naruto in Sage mode. The Tenseigan also gives the user control over truth-seeking balls, which can be used to attack or destroy. It keeps the Bakugan's abilities like 360-degree vision and chakra sight, but also adds massive powers, including the ability to control the environment on a planetary scale, like moving the moon itself. Jugan. Jugan, which means pure eye, is one of the most mysterious dojutsu in the ninja world. While other eye techniques like the Sheringan or Bakugan have been fully explored, the Jugan is still a big unknown. It appears to be exclusive to Boruto Uzumaki. This power doesn't come from a pure Ōtsutsuki bloodline, but rather from the perfect mix of Hyuga heritage from Hinata and Uzumaki blood from Naruto. Both distant descendants of the Ōtsutsuki brothers, Hamura and Hagoromo. What makes the Jugan unique is the way it awakens. Unlike the Sheringan, which needs emotional trauma, or the Bakugan, which is inherited at birth, the Jugan activates randomly during dangerous moments. It's recognized by its pale blue iris and a complex pattern, because it turns on without warning. Boruto struggled to control it at first. Only as he got older did he start using it by choice. In terms of power, the Jugan is a game changer. It allows Boruto to see across dimensions. It also helps him detect special types of chakra, especially Ōtsutsuki chakra, and supernatural beings, which has been a huge help in battles. Kaguya Ōtsutsuki once called the Jugan a beacon of hope, and he might be right. In the future, when Boruto fully masters this power, the Jugan could become the strongest dojutsu in the Naruto universe. Senrigan. Senrigan originates from Shibai Ōtsutsuki, a supreme god who gave up his physical form to transcend into a higher dimension after millennia of consuming chakra fruit. The Senrigan only appears through a DNA transplant of Shibai's genes, a process carried out by the genius Amato on Ada, turning her into a super-powered cyborg for the Kara organization. The incredible power of the Senrigan lies in its ability to project the user's consciousness across space and time. As Ada describes it, it's like having surveillance cameras everywhere. The user can observe any place in the world in real time, even replay past events, though only from the moment they were born. The Senrigan can also view other dimensions, making it a far superior tool for gathering information compared to the Bakugan or Sharingan. However, this power does have notable limitations. The Senrigan cannot observe mental interactions, like the communication between Boruto and Momoshiki through Kama. It also cannot predict the future, and most importantly, it lacks direct offensive abilities, like Manekio Sharingan's Amaterasu or the Six Paths techniques of the Rinnegan. Kokugan. Kokugan, or the Black Eye, is an original dojutsu exclusive to Ishiki Ōtsutsuki and later Kawaki. Unlike traditional Rinnegan or Sharingan variants, the Kokugan features a pitch-black sclera, a golden pupil, and an 8-spoked wheel-like pattern. The design symbolizes control, precision, and balance, resembling the Eightfold Path in Buddhist philosophy. The eye's power set is highly specialized and relies on spatial manipulation. Its primary technique is Suku na Hikona, which allows the user to shrink any non-living object within their field of vision instantly. The process is so rapid that even Sasuke's Rinnegan, known for its perceptiveness, cannot keep up with it. The user can also shrink themselves, making it extremely difficult for enemies to land attacks while the user maintains full strength. Paired with Daikokuten, another ability of the Kokugan, the user can store these shrunken objects in a separate dimension where time is frozen. These objects can be summoned at any moment, returning to their original size instantly. This makes surprise attacks and terrain manipulation highly effective. Ishiki used this ability combination during his fight against Naruto and Sasuke. He continuously shrank and expanded tools and weapons to control the battlefield, including summoning massive black rods known as black cubes. These constructs not only absorbed chakra, but also immobilized his opponents. Kawaki later inherited this ability through the Karma Seal and used it to defeat Code in the manga. Kokugan cannot affect living organisms directly. This limitation requires high-level coordination and strategic planning. Effective use depends on precise timing between shrinking, storing, and releasing objects in battle. Ranmaru's Dojutsu. Ranmaru's unnamed dojutsu is a mysterious eye technique with no confirmed link to any known clan. His eyes glow red and possess the ability to see through solid objects, detect life force, and manipulate perception. These abilities allowed him to enhance his ally, Raiga Kurosuke, by providing tactical support during battles. The dojutsu also includes healing properties. Ranmaru could transfer his life energy to revive or stabilize people on the brink of death. This made him valuable beyond combat, as his presence alone could sustain critical allies. Ranmaru often used his power to create illusions that masked signs of life, effectively hiding himself or others from enemy detection. Though not a direct combat tool, it provided a strategic edge, especially in stealth and recovery missions. This eye appeared only in a filler arc in the original Naruto series and did not return in Boruto. Because of this, its full potential was never explored. Its origins remain unknown, and it was never connected to the Ōtsutsuki or any major lineage. Ketzer Yugan. The Ketzer Yugan is not just a rare kekkei genkai, but also a symbol of a cursed clan. The Chinoike clan. Unlike the Sheringan, which requires psychological trauma, or the Rinnegan, which has complex conditions, the Ketzer Yugan awakens naturally in those with Chinoike blood from a young age. It may seem simple, but its power is far from it. Think Hidan was scary with his blood rituals? The Ketzer Yugan is even more terrifying. The user can control anything with a high iron content, especially blood, turning the body's fluids into a living weapon and creating nightmares for the opponent. Chino, the last descendant of the Chinoike clan from the Sasuke Shinden arc, proved just how frightening this power can be. With just a small cut on Sasuke's wrist, she could inject chakra into his blood and control his entire body, even when her opponent was the legendary Uchiha. And that's not all. The Ketzer Yugan also allows the user to cast genjutsu through skin contact or eye contact, creating the perfect combo of physical and mental manipulation. The saddest part is that the Ketzer Yugan only appeared in a short side story. If it had been explored more, this eye could easily rival the top dojutsu in terms of power. Yome's eyes. Yome, a kunoichi from the Sand Village, Sunagakure, has a unique dojutsu thanks to her natural abilities. Unlike the Sharingan or Bakugan, which are either awakened through special circumstances or inherited from famous clans, Yome's dojutsu is an innate power that she was born with. Kiriara's Eyes. Kiriara is a character from the anime Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. She was one of the fabrications created by Onoki and the scientists of Iwagakure, the Hidden Stone Village. The purpose of her creation was to serve Onoki's plans and help maintain peace within the village. Kiriara's eyes are a result of this artificial creation process, meaning they aren't a natural ability or inherited. These special eyes give her the power to use powerful genjutsu, allowing her to control her target completely, much like a puppet, simply through eye contact. Shion's Eyes. While most Naruto fans focus on mainstream dojutsu like the Sharingan or Bakugan, Shion's dojutsu is a forgotten gem from the Naruto Shippuden the movie. It represents pure spiritual power. Shion's purple eyes open a gateway into destiny, allowing her to see the unavoidable deaths of those around her. This power doesn't require complicated activation like other dojutsu. It automatically appears whenever Shion senses imminent danger, especially the death of someone nearby. Inherited from her mother, Priestess Moroku, this dojutsu is tied to her role in protecting the land of demons and sealing the demon Morio. What makes it truly remarkable is its absolute accuracy. 100 prophecies about death have all come true until Shion met Naruto and changed her fate. The greatest strength of Shion's dojutsu is its terrifyingly accurate foresight. Not only can it predict the future, but it also works as a defense mechanism beyond time. If Shion dies, her soul can send a message back to the past, warning her past self of the danger. This is a power that even the Rinnegan, or Rinne Sharingan, doesn't have. A connection between the soul and time, beyond regular chakra rules. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.